alert three, alert three.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. You go.
They'll run with Michel. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette on the counter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of...
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner. Get him.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the draw, this is Fournette. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off the draw, here's Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Gain on the play.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Pressure comes, and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 11. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Briggs. That's complete. It's Collins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st down, Ingram. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ingram again. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Briggs. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away, as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Briggs. This one complete to Ingram.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Briggs, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Briggs. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Briggs firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Briggs. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw. Briggs. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, let's go. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. They'll look to throw. You got the big lead defensive. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now here come the Ravens. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly.